Hey, what's going on? My name is Brett, and today in this episode, we're going to go over how to instantly improve your range of motion in a toe touch position and how you can keep it that way moving forward. Okay, so I just want to show you what my toe touch looks like right now. I've been sitting at the computer for most of the morning, save for filming this video right now. And if I put my feet together, a good way to tell where your range of motion is truly at, put your feet together, straighten your knees, and then just slide your hands down your thighs. So I can get my palms to the floor, but it felt stiff, like I felt tight here. So this is what it looks like from the side. So whether or not you can already touch your toes like I can, or if you can't, this drill is going to help you improve that movement, and with repetition it's also going to help you keep that movement. Okay, so what you need is something like a foam roller, or if you have something semi-firm like a pillow, something that you can put in between your thighs and just squeeze against. Okay, so what we're going to do is put it between the thighs, right above the kneecaps, okay? And I'm gonna leave the roller mostly behind me at this point, because if it's in front of me, it's gonna get in my way of me bending forward. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze against it, okay? That's the most important thing to remember, is you're gonna actively squeeze against it, and then slide your hands down your thighs, and your butt's naturally gonna move out of your way. I'm gonna do this 10 times. Hold it for 2 seconds and let your air out, and then slide them back up. Okay, exhale as you go down, hold for 2, and back up. Now, if you can't touch your toes already, try to go a little bit further with each repetition. And if you can, do what I'm doing. Imagine you're all kind of just pulling yourself into it from the folds of your hips. And we're going to do this 10 times. I think this is number 6 or 5. And then I'm going to show you the difference in how it looks and feels. It may not be super dramatic in my case, because I can already touch, but I can guarantee you that it will feel easier here in just a second. So this is number 9, and number 10. All right. So we're going to take this out, and then now what you're going to do is retest. So we tested our control, our baseline, the before, and now we're going to test it after. So here's from the front. You can see now, like, my elbows are actually a little bit bent. I was able to just naturally get closer to the floor. My head was able to get closer to my knees. Here's what it looks like from the side. So it felt a lot easier. I felt less tension through my hamstrings. And here's what's going on when you're doing that movement. Now, if I were to just bend over and try to stretch like most people would, well, a lot of times what's happening is our lower back and the muscles in our hamstrings, when they feel that stretch coming on, they actually tense up. And it's a protection mechanism. Our bodies are saying, nope, don't do that. If you keep going too far, you're gonna get hurt. And when you squeeze against it, when you squeeze against the foam roller or whatever you're putting in between your thighs, what's actually happening is it is overriding a natural protective response that our brain is sending to our body, and it's inhibiting that from happening. And so what happens is when you're squeezing against it, because that protective response isn't happening, it's allowing the hamstrings and your butt and your low back to naturally lengthen without that sense of resistance. And if you do it enough times, and this is, like I said, this is how you will eventually keep this new range of motion if you keep practicing it daily, is if you do it enough times, your brain will stop trying to send that signal to your body to protect it. It's going to be like, oh, I'm actually okay. I don't need to do this anymore, because I can feel like when I bend forward, that sense of resistance is gone, or it's diminishing. And so eventually, like with practice, with repetition, you will rebuild that range of motion back. And it's so nice because if you've been sitting for a long period of time, this is one of the best movements that you can do to kind of feel like you're stretching back out without really actually stretching. And it's almost tricking your body into remembering, oh yeah, I can do this, I can move this way. So in the future, if you've been sitting a while, try this out. If you can't touch your toes, but you just did that and you got closer to touching your toes, or you did touch your toes all of a sudden, keep doing it. That's a green light. Your body's telling you, hey, I need more of this. If I keep doing this, I will get better and it will improve. So I hope this video helped you. And if it did, and you think it would help somebody else, share it with a friend and pass it along, because this is information that a lot of people don't know about. And it's a really easy way to make an improvement. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.